I'm just going to put this out there, that the kind of relationship that you have with your own mother is basically the kind of relationship you're going to have with a girlfriend or a female partner. Or if you're a woman, the kind of relationship you have with your dad. If you were somebody who didn't have a dad and you had daddy issues, you're going to be hunting for that guy that's going to fill that void. And oftentimes you're going to find yourself in an abusive situation because you don't know what a real man is supposed to be. You've been stuck with your whole life with abuse, just like I've been abused. But what I'm saying is, when you come from a dysfunctional background and you're looking for acceptance in the world and you're trying to find that partner that you think is gonna accept you just because they come from that same background that you come from, you're wrong. Because I went through that on more than one occasion. I thought having somebody that went through what I went through, that person would understand me fully 100% in and out. No, I was wrong. And that general statement doesn't work. If you've got two people that are alike, or that come from the same backgrounds, you would think that it would be destined for greatness, but truth is, it isn't. It never is. It's actually a horrible idea to match up with somebody just because I was molested and that person was molested by their parents. Does that mean that we're the perfect couple? I used to think so, but the answer is no, it's not. Because you and that person are going to want different things. Like, I don't want somebody who's going to let their family get in the way. I know I say it in every video, but I'm just getting my point across again. And for people like that, they want family. They want a lot of people in there. They want to make it a big old mix. And the love that they have between their partner isn't enough. They want to spread that love to the family, to the friends, to everybody else. And that does not fucking work. I don't know where in the rule book does it say that you're supposed to include family and friends in the relationship. A relationship's a bond between two people. Just two. Not three. Two. Like for me, when I was with my partner, I was always constantly under extreme stress and extreme worry. It was so bad that I considered ending my life. That's how bad it was, the relationship. And my ex-partner could tell you the same thing too. We were horrible for each other. We were not a good match at all. At first it seemed like love at first sight. First couple months were great. Then everything went to fucking hell. In a handbasket, literally. Those 2 months were great. Other than that, the next 2 years were fucking a nightmare. And still to this day, I get stressed over it because the memories pop up. Even though, we've both moved on, it still hurts. I want to know what I could have done that could have changed everything. How could I have changed the events? How could I have kept her? Since I have abandonment issues, but we were still horrible for each other. Even though part of me I really hated her for the way she was. She also did stick around, even though I tried to push her away multiple times. Codependency really rears its ugly head. If you're a codependent person, you're going to have a hell of a time in life trying to find a relationship. You'll be bouncing around like I am, trying to find love in every female that you come across that you think will even listen to you for 5 minutes. You'll be attached and you won't let go. Because I have attachment issues and I can't let go. That's why I'm afraid for whoever my next partner could be or might be, if there even is one. Because I'm somebody who's very I have no filter, and I tell it like it is, and I'm upfront about stuff. I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat anything. I feel that a lot of women, they want to control the relationship and they want to control the guy, but it doesn't work that way. You can't do that. A lot of guys, I think, just do it just to put up with it, just because they feel that that's their only chance at love, and that that's all they can get. That's the best they'll ever do. So they stick in these marriages for years on end, have kids with somebody that they didn't even really love in the first place. What kind of shit is that? I mean, granted, I've fallen in love with a couple prostitutes who became pregnant when I was with them, but it turned out the kid wasn't mine. They were sleeping with a lot of other people, but I was in love with them. But I'll not share my woman with another guy. No fucking way in hell. I'll end another guy's life before I let him touch my woman. That's the truth. Take that as a threat if you will, but no man's coming near my woman. If I get one. I mean, like, even when I was in my last relationship, all my guy friends would try to hit on my partner right in front of me. And it's like my guy friends didn't fear me enough, weren't scared of me enough. They don't know I could turn into Tony Soprano and have them all whacked if I wanted. So that's how I felt about them. And that's how I feel when it comes to relationships. Stay the fuck out. Don't involve yourself where you're not wanted. And if the woman's a hoe and a cunt, and she likes to bring in the drama, she's going to bring you into a death trap. You're going to end up dying. Because there's going to be a guy out there that's as pissed off as I am that's going to put you down. So you might want to watch it. Don't go around fucking around. But then again, who am I to judge? I've been with many married women, many women who had boyfriends, who had horrible relationships where they were getting their asses beat. I've been with those kind of women. And it doesn't work either because they go running back to the motherfucker. They can't stick with me or see something better. They'd rather be in abuse. They'd rather live a shitty life and live in hell than be with me and give me a chance. That's because there's a lot of damaged women out there, but there's also a lot of damaged men too, not just women. I mean, with the whole control thing, it's a power thing. My first girlfriend, the one that was trying to get me to knock her up, and her dad was a cop, she used to like bossing me around and telling me what to do. I was on board with it at first, but I fucking hated it though at the same time. Because I don't like being told what to do by a woman. I don't like a woman leading me, because I'm a lead. I'm a dom, I'm not a sub. And my partner failed to realize that I'm not a sub, and she treated me like a sub. It really pissed me off. Now she's with some fucking Mexican guy out of state who I think is a sub. Because I know how it is always when she's in pictures, she's always front and center. She's always trying to get in the first word, and you can't say nothing to her. If I try to even talk to her or show her my point of view, she'll shut me up. There's people you just can't deal with in this world that are just legitimately too fucking stupid. Their brains are garbage. They're no good. They're useless as people. People like that shouldn't exist in the world, but hey, the world's a big place and there's a lot of mistakes in here. But you're going to find a lot of women who do that. And you're going to find a lot of men who do that too, who are just fucking brainless and fucking stupid. Who can't decide point A to point B. And who are going to put you in a hellhole of a mess. And there's no communication, so how are you going to communicate? If you can't communicate, then it's all dysfunction. The relationship is over if there is no communication. That was a problem with me and almost all my partners. The communication sucked. I could say something and it would be like talking to this wall right here. I waste my time trying to speak. And I wasted years doing that. And I don't want to see you guys waste years on a guy or a girl that you know is not going to be good for you. You don't want things to change. You're living in that fantasy. It ain't going to change. That person is who they are. That's what you got. There's no changing that person. They're a jailbird. They've been in prison. There ain't no changing them. That's just the way it is. People think they can change things. You don't understand. You can't change it. Only a higher power could change it, and even then, I don't even know. that person's going to want to have to change themselves. You can't change them. It's not up to you or me. I mean, if we wanted it our way, we'd have everything we ever wanted in a relationship, right? I'd get to be with a girl who's bisexual, who lets me sleep with her girlfriends, who's non-family oriented, who's non-religious, who I can settle down and have kids with, because that's the kind of woman I want, ideally speaking. I don't mind being with a girl who's bisexual, a girl who likes other girls. Good. Because I like women and I like to have all different flavors, all different samples. Because I've been starved for over 30 years on that. In high school, I didn't have no girlfriends. I was a fucking virgin. Ready to fucking take motherfuckers out. I was pissed off. I was angry. And I didn't know how to relate to anybody. I made stupid jokes. I got laughed at. I didn't understand why I was getting laughed at. I got picked on. I got ridiculed. But guess what? I brought that fucking shit on myself because my mind was fucked up. I live in a dysfunctional home. There was nothing I could do. But my relationship with my mom wasn't really good when I was a kid. It was actually kind of bad. It was all about master-slave control. I mean, yeah, my mom overindulged me in buying me gifts and toys and things like that. But she didn't really give me what I wanted in terms of listening to me when I spoke. Everything I ever said, I was always wrong no matter what. I could never voice my opinion. I could never say nothing. And that's how I feel with every woman I ever been with. So this goes back to me saying the relationship you have with your mother is going to affect you when you're growing up. And for you girls out there trying to get a guy, same thing. Whatever relationship you have with your dad, whatever dysfunction, it's going to go into your relationship. And it's up to you to put a stop to that before it happens. Make sure you jot down every issue you ever had. And if you feel like you're in that situation again, get the fuck out, move on, find another guy. Don't stick around trying to change or fix things. Because that familiarity and that similarity is going to kill you. It's not going to keep you in a good place. You're going to end up drinking yourself almost near to death like I did. You're going to end up getting close to death because you'll be so fucking stressed out that you won't know what to do or what hit you or what happened. So it's important to always evaluate the history of your relationships. Your relationship from the time you're little with your mother is an important one. Me and my mom aren't necessarily the best now, but I will say it's a lot more stable compared to when I was a kid. I mean, granted, she has an attitude up the ass. It's so bad, and I got to put up with it every day. But I do. I got no choice. However, for my partner, I'll not put up with that in a partner. If a woman is even remotely anything like my mother, I write them off. I don't even take a second look at them. Will I sleep with them if they offer themselves to me? Sure, because I'm a sex addict and I love sex. And I want to have sex all the time, 24/7. And I haven't had sex since January and it's fucking driving me crazy. I'm about to lose my mind, literally. But yeah, I've always been upfront. Even if I've had sex with a woman, I tell her, she's really not my type. That I don't want her as a girlfriend, and I say it out front. That I wouldn't even consider her as a partner, and that there's really no point in even sleeping with me. But she'll insist anyways. I'm gonna fucking take that pussy. I don't care. I'm gonna fuck that pussy. Because it's my right. I've been offered it. I'm gonna take it. But I'll not keep it if I don't want it. It's that simple. Same thing with the dick too. If that's how you ladies feel, you just want to ride the dick, and you don't want him as your boyfriend, by all means, fuck it, right?